Calimera. Hey, are you doing okay? Good. Because back in 83, one day I wasn't doing so good. I was a little upset and I had to go get my dad. Or my dad came to smack some guy who decided he was going to smack me in the face. And this guy was, well, he was an older gentleman, let's put it that way. This old Polish guy named Stan, and he used to live next door to my buddy John. I knew him, he knew me, we all knew each other, but we were one big happy family. On the street next to mine, in Black Rock, Kyle Street, way back in the day, and when I first moved to Black Rock, they used to have block parties. And I'm sure everybody knows what a block party is. They close down either end of the street. Everybody who lives on that street, they all have this huge cookout, this huge party, and it's just all fun and games. So they had this block party on Kyle Street, and you know, there was obviously a whole bunch of people. I used to live on the street next to it, as I just explained, a little dead-end street. So when Kyle had this little block party, I would go over there. My buddy lived on that street, and I would hang out, and you know, I knew his family, and a lot of my friends lived on there, so we used to do that. And we were young, and back then, this is way before I played guitar and really was into music. I was into bicycles. 20 inches, I had this really cool, this is probably before I had it, but an old dyno, neon green dyno. If anybody remembers those bikes, it was a sweet ass bike, man, I'll tell you that much. And so anyways, we were riding our bike like any normal young American boy. And we're riding our bike up and down the street, and there's a lot of people. We weren't really riding, but we were, you know, I mean. And this guy says something to me, like, he gets off this picnic table, because there's picnic tables all in the street. You guys better watch people. You know, there's people running around here. We're like, well, we know, Stan, we know. You know, we're not being jerks, you know, whatever. You know, we weren't disrespectful to the guy at all, whatever. So, you know, time goes on, we're doing what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm riding back down the street again. And as I'm coming down the street, I get halfway down the street. Guy stands sitting on the picnic table. At the picnic table. Gets up. Turns to me. And goes, whack! And slaps me right across the face. Okay, a grown, older gentleman. Okay? Old Polish guy. I don't know how old I was. I'll say 13-ish. Smacked the living daylights out of me. I think I even fell off my friggin' bike. That's how hard he hit me. I was like, what the hell? I probably even wept. But anyways, hence, me getting back on my bicycle, driving back to my house, telling my parents, this guy just smacked the shit out of me. You know, And I told them exactly what happened. Don't ride your bike, don't be careful, there's a lot of people around, blah, 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 blah. And then he smacks me. My dad's like, show me where he is. We get on, cut through the fields, we're right to where he is in a matter of 2 minutes. I said, there he is. And he went, him? And he looks at me, he goes, you expect me to beat the shit out of an old guy that age? He goes, so he walked up to him. I don't know what they said. He had a few words, blah, blah, blah. He left. It was done. It was over. Yeah, I got smacked by an old guy, old enough for my father didn't feel like he could smack him, you know. But hey, what are you gonna do? So the interlocking story was this: is that I was young enough where I did not play guitar, and I really wasn't completely into music like I turned out to be and am. But that day was the first day I ever really remember hearing AC/DC, and it was the Back in Black album, because all the older guys in the neighborhood, like, you know, like there was this one girl, Tina, and this other girl, Sue, they all had older brothers than us. They were hanging out. They put their speakers outside, big ass, you know, like old school Pioneer speakers, and this dude was jamming the Back in Black album so loud, I remember stopping in my tracks going, what the hell is that? That is amazing. Like, just stop me in my tracks amazing. If anybody has ever heard tunes or had anything in their life that stopped them in their tracks like that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It was the AC/DC Back in Black album. The song Back in Black, to be specific. I will never forget it. Hey, we all know about that album, don't we? There's not much more that can be said about that album, proving that it is one of the best albums of all time, let alone the first album with their new singer, Brian Johnson. But yeah, hey, nothing like getting up in the morning, getting smacked by an old man, and hearing AC/DC. So have a great day.